Look at this problem, one of the previous exam problem. Reliable Industries Limited is considering a takeover of Sunflower Industries Limited. The particulars of two companies are given below. So first of all, after reading the problem, immediately you have to identify which is taking over which company. Reliable is taking over Sunflower. Reliable is taking over Sunflower. Therefore, Reliable is taking over Sunflower. Reliable is acquirer. Reliable is acquirer. Sunflower is targeter. Reliable is acquirer. Sunflower is targeter. Okay, first we have to do this point. Reliable Industries, Sunflower Industries. So earnings after tax 20 lakhs, equity shares outstanding 10 lakhs, earnings per share 2 rupees, P ratio 10 times and 5 times. What is the market value of each company before merger? Assume that the management of RIL estimates that the shareholders of SIL will accept an offer of 1 share of RIL for 4 shares of SIL. Okay, 1 share of RIL for 4 shares of SIL. That means exchange ratio is 1:4. Exchange ratio is 1:4 or 1/4. Exchange ratio is 1:4 into 1/4 we have to put. Sunflower Industries Limited will get 1/4 of their existing shares. Okay. 1:4 exchange ratio. 1:4 exchange ratio. If there are no synergy effects, look at this merger, there are no synergic effects. That means there is no benefit of combining two entities. There are no synergy benefits, means there is no benefit of combining two entities. No cost reduction, nothing, only because of competition. This is the important point. Normally, people talk about synergic benefits, synergy benefits, synergy benefits. Beyond the synergy benefits, there are many issues involved in the merger. That is why you can identify this typical example, no synergy effects. Normally, the moment I say merger, people will talk about the synergy. Yes, synergy, this company will have some negatives and that company will have some positives. That is called as synergy. Here, no synergy, no synergy effect. If there are no synergic effects, what is the market value of the post-merger RIL? What is the market value of the post-merger RIL? What is the new price per share? Are the shareholders of RIL better off or worse than they were before the merger? Next, due to synergic effects, the management of RIL estimates that the earnings will increase by 20%. What are the new post-merger EPS and price per share? Will the shareholders be better off or worse than before the merger? First of all, immediately after reading the problem, you have to identify how many questions are there for which we need to write the answer. So this is where the students mistake, students may lose the marks. Even though apparently the problem is easy, first of all, you have to identify the scope of the problem. How many questions I need to give an answer? So question number 1. So how many questions you need to give an answer? Question number 1, market value of each company before merger. That means market value of RIL before merger. Market value of RIL before merger. This is the first thing. Second thing, each company, right? So market value of SIL before merger. Market value of SIL before merger. Okay, market value of SIL before merger. Second point. Next, third point is market value of the post merger RIL. Okay, market value after merger. Market value after merger without synergy benefits. Without synergy benefits. Without synergy benefits. Similarly, market price without synergy. Okay, new price without synergy. New price without synergy. New price without synergy. New price without synergy. Next, shareholders gain or loss. Shareholders better off or worse off. Okay, shareholders better off or worse off. Better means gain, worse means loss. Better means gain, worse means loss. Therefore, you have to identify loss or gain to the shareholders due to merger. Okay, loss or gain to shareholders due to merger. Loss or gain to shareholders without synergy benefits. Without synergy. These are all without synergy. These are all without synergy. Loss or gain to shareholders without synergy benefits. Next, due to synergic benefits, if I take the synergy benefits, due to synergic benefits, the management of RIL estimate that the earnings will increase by 20%. What is the new post-merger EPS and price per share? That means what? Okay, EPS with synergy. EPS with synergy. Because synergy benefit is there. EPS with synergy. Next, price per share. Market price with synergy. Market price with synergy. Okay, market price with synergy. Again, shareholders better off or worse off. Next, loss or gain to shareholders. Loss or gain to shareholders with synergy. So first of all, you have to identify how many answers we need to compute. How many answers we need to compute. Otherwise, we may miss out the problem. Look at this. That's where they have given 8 marks, very clear. So first of all, immediately after reading the question, it should be clear how many answers I have to compute, how many answers I have to compute. Otherwise, you may miss out some points, you may not get the problem. You may not get full marks. So therefore, these are the 8 values you need to compute. These are the 8 values we need to compute. Okay, right. So first point is market value of each company before merge. Straight away, they have given the data. Our duty is to just substitute the data. We'll take RIL, Reliable Industries Limited, and SIL. Next, what is the RIL EPS, earnings per share? Earnings per share rupees 2. Okay, earnings per share, I should say rupees. Earnings per share rupees 2, and SIL earnings per share 1. SIL earnings per share 1. PE ratio times. PE ratio times. What is the PE ratio of RIL? 10. And what is the PE ratio of SIL? 5. Market price before merger. EPS into PE ratio. EPS into PE ratio. Market price before merger. EPS into PE ratio. EPS earnings per share rupees 10 into 2 into 10 20. Okay, this is SIL. This is the market. This is price, market price. What we want is market value. Therefore, we have to take number of shares before merger. Number of shares before merger. How many number of shares they have? 10 lakhs. This is number. I'll put it as a number. This is number 10 lakh shares. Okay, this is number 10 lakh shares. Same, both the companies are having same 10 lakh shares. Now we'll get the market price. Market value before merger. Okay, market price per share into shares. Into number of shares. Okay, market value into number of shares. Market value before merger. Okay, market price into number of shares. So this is how much more? This is rupees. You should be very clear about what is the data, what is the amount, whether it is rupees or numbers. This is the first answer. Our first answer is this point, market value of shares. Okay, our first answer is this point, market value of shares before merger and after merger. Market value of shares before merger and after merger. Particulars. Okay, particulars, we will put the answer. Okay, this is the first answer. This is the first 2 points. These are the first 2 points. Okay, market value. Okay, market value of RIL before merger and market value of SIL before merger. 2 answers. Next, assume that the management of RIL estimates that the shareholders of SIL will accept 1 share, 1:4 exchange ratio. What is the market value and market price? First, we have to calculate market price, then we'll get the market value. So I'll write with synergy and without synergy. Okay, with synergy. Okay, without synergy. First, I'll write 2 answers we have without synergy. Next, with synergy. Because below answer also with synergy. Okay, without synergy and with synergy. Okay, without synergy. First, earnings after tax of RIL. Earnings after tax of RIL. What is the earnings after tax of RIL? 20 lakhs. Earnings after tax of RIL, 20 lakhs. Earnings after tax of SIL. What is the earnings after tax of SIL? 10 lakhs. Earnings after tax of SIL. Total earnings. Okay, earnings before merger. Okay, add increase in due to synergy effects. Increase in earnings due to synergy. At the rate 20%. So this only will change. So this will be same. Okay, here 0 because no synergy effects. So here it will be synergy effects into 20%. Increase in synergy. So therefore, earnings after merger. Okay, total earnings after merger. Total earnings after merger. Combined earnings after merger. Okay, 30 lakhs and 36 lakhs. Total earnings are there. Next, number of shares. Number of shares. Okay, existing number of shares of RIL. How many number of shares of RIL? Existing. Existing number of shares of RIL. This is the existing number of shares of before merger RIL. Next, number of shares issued by RIL to SIL. To SIL. So, what is the number of shares issued? Okay, existing number of shares of existing shares of SIL into exchange ratio. That means what? How many existing shares of SIL we have? 10 lakh shares. 10 lakhs into what is the exchange ratio? 1 by 4. 10 lakhs into 1 by 4. That is 10 lakhs into 1 by 4. Same thing will get 12 lakh 50,000, 12 lakh 50,000. Okay, right. Next, this is 10 lakhs plus 2 lakh 50,000, 12 lakh 50,000, 12 lakh 50,000. Okay, so number of shares after merger. Total number of shares after merger. Total number of shares after merger. Next, EPS after merger. EPS after merger. So what is the EPS? Earnings we have 30 lakhs divided by number of shares. Earnings, total earnings divided by total shares. Okay, total earnings divided by total shares. Total earnings divided by total shares. Okay, 2.40 and 2.88. We have the earnings. This is also one of the answer. They are asking earnings per share. This is also one of the answer. Even though they are asking after merger with synergy, it's better to calculate before synergy also, without synergy also. Okay, this is what the point. Look at this. They are asking earnings, new post merger EPS, earnings. Next, PE ratio. PE ratio. What is the PE ratio? Always you have to take PE ratio of acquirer. That is RIL. PE ratio of acquirer. That is RIL. What is the PE ratio of acquirer? 10 before merger. PE ratio of acquirer before merger. Before merger. Okay. PE ratio of acquirer before merger. PE ratio of acquirer before merger. PE ratio of acquirer before merger. Okay, this is what the point. 10 and 5. Next, market price per share after merger. Market price per share after merger. Combined entity. Market price per share after merger. Okay, 24 and 20. 28 point. Sorry, this is P ratio. Same P ratio, right? Same P ratio. This is also one of the answer. This is also one of the answer because they're asking price per share. Price per share. Without synergy 24, with synergy 28.80. Without synergy 24, with synergy 28.80. This is market price per share. And now we have to calculate value, market value of the post merger. So number of shares, okay, market value after merger. Market value after merger. What is the market value? Market price into number of shares. Market price into total number of shares. Market price per share into total number of shares. This is the market value. Okay, market price into total number of shares. Market price per share into total number of shares. 33 crores, 3 crores 60 lakh. 3 crores and 3 crores 60 lakh. This is also one of the answer. This is also one of the answer. Okay, market value post merger. So what is the new price per share? We have calculated everything. And what is pending is only shareholders gain or loss. What is pending is only shareholders gain or loss. Okay, right? What is the loss to the shareholders and what is the gain to the shareholders? That we have to calculate separately. I'll show you that we have to calculate separately. So first we'll calculate gains to shareholders. Gain or loss to shareholders. Gain or loss to shareholders. Loss to shareholders without synergy. Without synergy. So without synergy, what is the gain or loss to the shareholders? Without synergy, what is the gain or loss to the shareholders? Okay, first we have to take RIL limited shareholders. First we have to take RIL limited shareholders before merger and after merger. Before merger, after merger. Okay, we want number of shares, market price per share, market value. Market value, market price per share, number of shares, market value. This is the format. So before merger, what is the number of shares? 10 lakhs. Market, what is the market price before merger? 20. Before merger, 20 market price. So therefore, what is the market value? 10 lakhs into 20. 2 crores is the market value. After merger, same. Acquirer shares will not change after merger. Remember, acquirer's shares will not change after merger. Acquirer's shares will not change after merger. Okay, gain or loss. Okay, gain or loss to shareholders. Gain or loss to shareholders. Okay, 2 crores 40 lakhs minus 2 crores. That is 40 lakhs is the gain. Remember, the number of shares of acquirer will not change. They will be same before merger and after merger. Before merger and after merger, they will be same. Okay, before merger and after merger, they will be same. Okay, before merger and after merger, they will be same. Before merger and after merger, they will be same. Okay, before merger and after merger, they will be same. Okay, right. This is what the point. Before merger and after merger, they will be same. Before merger and after merger, they will be same. Okay, RIL. Next, this is SIL. This is SIL. This is SIL. This is SIL. So what is SIL? Number of shares. So number of shares of SIL before merger, same. The important point is that number of shares of target will change after merger. Number of shares of target will change after merger. This is the key point. This is the key point where we need to avoid making mistakes. This is the key point. Number of shares of RIL will change. Target will change after merger. Number of shares of target will change after merger. That is the point. Before merger, market price of SIL. Okay, market value. So after merger, market value. These are all without synergy effect. These are all without synergy effect. Gain or loss to shareholders without synergy. Okay, gain or loss to shareholders without synergy. Gain or loss to shareholders without synergy. Okay, right. This is without synergy. Next, if you copy the same format and with synergy, only the market price will change. Only the market price will change. Only the market price will change. Number of shares will be same. Just copy the data. Number of shares will be the same without number of shares will be the same. Number of shares will not change. Number of shares will not change. This is number of shares before merger, and this is a number of shares after merger. After merger, market price before merger, market price before merger, and market price after merger. After merger, this is what the point. Okay, right. Just look at this. So market value means total. Market value means total. Market price per share into number of shares. Market value means total. Market price into number of shares. So similarly, the only important point is that here we need to add, because with the synergy, earnings are going to increase by 20%. With the synergy, earnings are going to increase by 20%. That is the important point. And this exchange ratio. And this exchange ratio should be important. Exchange ratio is important. How to calculate the number of shares? Okay, so this is the point. So after merger, the shares of target company will change. After merger, number of shares of acquirer will be same before merger. Will be same before merger for acquirer. Okay, for acquirer, number of shares will be same. Number of shares will be same before merger, and after merger. Before merger and after merger. Okay, for acquirer, number of shares will be same before merger and after merger. For target, number of shares will be different. Number of shares will change before merger and after merger. Before merger and after merger. That is what the point. So for acquirer, same. Before merger, same number of shares. After merger, same number of shares. For acquirer, the number of shares will not change. Before merger, after merger, same. For target only, the number of shares will change. For target only, the number of shares will change. Before merger and after merger, there will be change in the number of shares. Okay, right. So you can pause the recording and copy this answer. You can pause the recording and copy the answer. Entire answer is given in one single screen. Okay, this is enough. You can pause the recording and copy the answer. Okay, ma? Right. So this is the important point. Remember, merger is happening even without synergic benefits. Sir, even without synergic benefit also merger is happening and both the shareholders are benefiting. Why, sir? There is no synergy benefits, but even without synergy benefit also both the shareholders are gaining. RIL shareholders are gaining 40 lakhs and SIL shareholders are gaining 10 lakhs. This is the reason for the failure of many mergers. Why? Because without merger also their market price is increasing. Without merger also their market price is increasing, because you are applying the higher PE ratio on the lower EPS. This is the reason. This is the reason for increase in price. We are applying the higher PE ratio. We are applying the higher PE ratio on lower EPS. Only market perception, PE ratio is market perception. Even though there is no change in our operations, because of the market perception, you can get both acquirer and target. This is the reason the management of acquirer and target will push the merger, even though there is no benefit. Even though there is no benefit to the company, apparently market price will increase. Suddenly market price will increase. Therefore, that is beneficial to both management of acquirer, management of targeter. They will push the merger. They will encourage the merger. Immediately after merger, share price will increase. At present, share price is 20. Immediately after announcing the merger, the share price will be 24 or 28. 24 assume without synergy. Immediately 20% hike. Immediately 20% hike. That is not immediately 20% hike. That is what the point. So management is very benefited. They will sell the shares immediately. After 1 month or 2 months of merger announcement, market will cool down. Again, the price will fall. Look at what happened to Vodafone Idea. Earlier, it was 120 rupees. When the merger is announced, it has reached to 120 rupees. Vodafone and Idea. Vodafone Idea merger is announced. The market price has reached to 120. Now it is trading at 8 rupees. Now it is trading at 8 rupees. Therefore, we should be very careful about that. So this is one of the reasons. Even though market price, there is no synergy benefits. Why the merger is applying? Because high PE ratio. Here PE ratio is only 5. Here PE ratio is 10. That means to take the advantage of high PE ratio of the acquiring company. This is just a gimmick. Taking advantage of the high PE ratio of the acquiring company and applying to the low EPS of the target company. Taking advantage of the high PE ratio of the acquiring company and applying to the low EPS of the target company. That is the reason for merger. That is the reason for merger. Okay. So this is the point. If this PE ratio is also 10, there is no benefit at all. If that PE ratio is also 10, then there is no benefit at all. Just put 10, there is no benefit. Here 40 lakhs is gain to the shareholders and 40 lakhs is lost to these people. No net gain. No net gain. That is the important part. If you just change this, gone, the entire game will be gone. Entire game will be gone. That is the reason. So because of taking to take advantage of the high PE ratio. So okay. So how the merger is benefited? The reason for benefit, reason for gain to both shareholders, even without synergy benefits, even without synergy benefits, is applying a high PE ratio of acquirer, high PE ratio of acquirer to the low EPS of target, high PE ratio of acquirer to the low EPS of target. Reason for gain or loss to both the shareholders, even without synergy benefit, is applying high PE ratio of acquirer to low EPS of target. So PE ratio of acquirer is high 10, and it is applied to low EPS of 1, and it is applied to low EPS of 1. It is applied to low EPS of 1. That is the reason. Low EPS of 1. That because of that, it is coming the benefit. Okay, even without any operational benefits of synergy. Okay, right. So you can pause the recording and copy the answer. You can pause the recording and copy the answer.